children. We are discussing about chemical kinetics. In this lesson, in before video, just we have discussed about rate. Now we are going to see rate law and order. Now rate law, this definition is not in your book. Kindly copy it in your book. Write your book itself. Take your book and write. If you are writing the notes in separate note also no problem. Take your book and write this definition. Rate law. Now what is this rate law means? It relates the rate of the reaction, rate and the rate constant and the concentration of the reactants, which is raised in terms of some exponential value. This value we cannot determine just by writing or calculating. Okay, we must do and work out. Okay, we must do the practical, then only we can find that exponential values. Okay, now I will write that one. For any reaction, the rate law equates rate of the reaction. Rate of the reaction. It relates, okay, rate of the reaction to the product of its rate constant and the concentration of the reactants. Concentration of the reactant. What are the reactants are present? Just we can take. Okay. For example, only one reactant means just only one reactant. Two reactants means two reactants. Okay. What are the reactants are present? That reactants we have to take. Okay. So it equates the rate of the reaction to the product of rate constant and the concentration of reactants raised to certain exponential power. Raised to certain exponential power. This exponential power only, I said, we can't write it from the equation level. Okay, we have to do the practical and we have to write this values. Okay, it is not the number present in the equation or it is not the normality or molarity, not like that. Okay, just this m and n value we have to calculate by the experiment only. Okay, I will tell you how we have to calculate that. Okay, so this is called rate law. Two more questions, important two more questions. So what is rate law? Rate law equates the rate of the reaction to the product of rate constant and the concentration of the reactants, which is raised to certain exponential power. Okay, this is called rate law. Okay, you must write this equation. This equation you must write. Okay, so rate is equal to K into concentration of A power M and B concentration of B power N. The square bracket is what is a concentration. So when you read, you have to read like this: concentration of A power M, concentration of B power N. Like that you have to read. Okay, so this is the rate law. In the last video we have discussed about cyclopropane. Do you remember? Yes, cyclopropane is converted into propane. Okay, when we write the rate law for the equation, how will you write? Cyclopropane is converted into propane. Here when you write rate is equal to K into here concentration of the reactant. Who is the reactant here? Cyclopropane. Cyclopropane. Here by doing the experiment, you will get the power value. Okay, here in our book they have done and they have entered as 1. Okay, so like this. Now we will take one example and we will work out and find the m and n value, how we have to write it down. Okay, so just this is one example. Okay, any equation they give and they are giving the value for m and n value means you have to write it. Okay, this m and n value, the sum of m and n, that is m plus n. It is nothing but order of the reaction. Order of the reaction, first order, second order, third order. Okay, in this lesson, the next step we are going to learn that one. Okay, order of the reaction. So order is nothing but the sum of the powers of this concentration, which is present in the rate law. Rate law equation. In this rate law equation, this exponential powers, when we add this to, that is called order of the reaction. Okay, in 11th standard also, just we have learned these words. Okay, order is nothing but just the m and n value and the add we will get, like that only we have learned. Now we are going to learn detailing. Okay, so one more question, mark this one. Order of the reaction, they will give you the value, you have to find which order it belongs. Okay, the next one here, from this they can ask 2 mark problems. Okay, they will ask you to find the K value also. Just for example, find the rate constant for the cyclopropane reaction. Means rate constant, surely you must remember this formula. Rate constant is available only in this formula. Okay, rate is equal to K into concentration A power M and concentration B power M. Suppose they are asking you to find the rate constant K, then the equation will become like this. Okay, that is rate. Now K is equal to rate divided by concentration of the reactant with the exponential power. Suppose they are asking you to find the cyclopropane rate constant, then rate divided by cyclopropane concentration power 1. They will give you the cyclopropane concentration 2.90, like that they will give you the cyclopropane concentration. They will give you the rate value. When you divide, you will get the answer. Okay, like this you can expect 2 more questions in your exams. Okay, so just copy down these 2 formulas, rate and rate constant. Order is 1 more question set. They will give you the m and n value for any reaction. They will ask you to find the order. Okay, 1 more problem. The next one we are going to do one. We are going to solve one problem now. How to find the m and n value and how to find the order of the reaction. Have you copied down? Here the second example, 2NO plus O2, it reacts and produces 2NO2. All these are in gaseous state. Now for this reaction they have done experiment. They have done the experiment and they have given the values. They have tabled in our book. Okay, so just let me write the reading now so that we can do the remaining calculation. Okay, so first experiment number 1, the concentration of NO. In this reaction, what is the concentration of NO and concentration of O2? Then rate, initial rate or instantaneous rate. In last video only I have explained what is initial rate or instantaneous rate. Okay, so just they have done 3 experiments and they have calculated the values. First the reaction, the NO concentration is 1.3 into 10 power minus 2. Here 1.1 into 10 power minus 2. It is 19.26 into 10 power minus 2. All these values are in 10 power minus 2. Okay. Next second experiment. Here the concentration is 1.3. The O2 is 2.2 and the initial rate is 38.40. Then third 2.6, 1.1 and 76.80. Okay, so the 3 different time they have regular time interval they have did the experiment and they found the values of NO and O2. With this they have found the initial rate, that is the rate also they have found. Okay, using the concentration they have found the rate also. Okay, based on the reactants only they have found the rate. Okay, so these values are present now. Now we are going to find the m and n value to find order. Okay, so before we have discussed the rate law. What is the formula for rate law? weight is equal to K into concentration of the reactants. See the concentration of reactant is here NO and concentration of O2. Now we don't know the M and the N value, so just keep as it is. But we know the value for rate value is given and NO concentration is given, O2 concentration is given. Okay, so we can substitute the values and we can write. Okay, so let us start to write the values now for experiment number 1. Experiment number 1. Now rate value. What is the rate value for experiment number 1? 19.26 into 10 power minus 2 is equal to K into NO concentration. What is the NO concentration here? NO concentration experiment number 1, 1.3 into 10 power minus 2 and O2 concentration 1.1 into 10 power minus 2. Okay, so here power M, here power N. Just we have to choose these values from this table and we have to write. Next for experiment number 2. Same way. Experiment number 2. What is the rate value? 38.40 into 10 power minus 2 K into concentration. Concentration of NO value is here 1.3 into 10 power minus 2 power M and concentration of O2 value. O2 value is again experiment 2.2 into 10 power minus 2 power N. Then for experiment 3. Experiment 3, what is the rate of the reaction value? 76.80 into 10 power minus 2 equal to K. Then NO value for experiment number 3, 2.6 into 10 power minus 2 power M and O2 concentration here 1.1 into 10 power minus 2 power N. Okay. Now we are going to simplify this one in order to find the M and N value. Okay, further we have to take. So let me take this equation as first equation, this equation second equation, this is a third equation. Okay, so first let me divide equation 2 by equation 1. Now tell me equation 2 values 38.40 into 10 power minus 2 equal to K into 1.3 into 10 power minus 2 power M into 2.2 into 10 power minus 2 power N divided by equation 1. Equation 1 value 19.26 into 10 power minus 2 K 1.3 into 10 power minus 2 power M and 1.1 into 10 power minus 2 power N. Okay, now we have to simplify it. And we simplify this is 19 point, this is 38 point. So this is 10 power minus 2, this is also 10 power minus 2. So simply we can calculate. Okay, this is 19 2s are 38. So it will come 2 times. If you notice here, K and K will be cancelled. Here 1.3 10 power minus 2 power M, 1.3 10 minus 2 power M. Now what is remaining here? Here 2 is equal to 2.2 into 10 power minus 2 power N divided by 1.1 into 10 power minus 2 power N. Okay, so if you notice here, both are N only. Next when you simplify this one, you will get 2 times, isn't it? So you will get 2 is equal to, when you simplify you will get 2 power N. So the base is same, 2, 2. So surely here the value is, there is no number means it is understood, it is 1, 2 power 1. So here N is equal to 1. See, N is equal to 1. Like this we to find. So from this we can say the reaction is first order with respect to which value? O2. N belongs to whom? N belongs to O2. So this reaction follows first order with respect to O2 concentration. Okay. So there is sometimes they will ask with respect to oxygen or with respect to nitrogen monoxide. This reaction follows which order, like that they can ask. Okay. So you have to do. Okay. The N values it belongs to oxygen only. So with respect to oxygen it is first order reaction. Next, let me now divide the equation 3 by 1 in order to get the M value. Okay. So now tell me the third equation, 76.80 into 10 power minus 2 divided, give me right here, K, here 2.6 into 10 power minus 2 power M into 1.1 into 10 power minus 1.1 into 10 power minus 2 power n, okay, divided by next equation 1. Write the equation 1. Equation 1 here it is 19.26 into 10 power minus 2 K into 1.3 into 10 power minus 2 power m, then 1.1 into 10 power minus 2 power n. Now we have to simplify it. And you simplify it here, you will get 19 4 76. Okay, so 10 power minus 2, 10 power minus 2 only. So you simply we can cancel it. So 4 times it will come. K and K will be cancelled. Here 1.1 into 10 power minus 2. Here also the same. Power also the same n only. So we can cancel it. So now what is remaining here? Here 4 is present. Is equal to 2.6 into 10 power minus 2 power m divided by 1.3 into 10 power minus 2 power m. Now when you simplify it, this 1.3 is 2.6. So you will get here 2 times. So 4 is equal to 2 power m. Okay, 4 is equal to 2 power m. Now how will you write here? 2 power 2 is equal to 2 power m. Now the base is same. So we can write m is equal to 2. Okay, m is equal to 2. So then this reaction follows second order reaction with respect to the concentration of NO. Okay, it follows second order reaction with respect to concentration of NO. Now overall order. Okay, here according to the oxygen is first order, according to the nitrogen monoxide is second order. So now for overall reaction we are asking you to find the order of the reactions. What you have to do? Order, what is the formula I said? Order is equal to sum of the values of this powers. Okay, m plus n. So overall order is equal to m plus n. So 2 plus 1 is 3. So the overall order of the reaction is 3, third order reaction. Okay, that's all. So like this you may expect in 5 mark question. Okay, they will give you one equation, they will give you the values. Yeah, they may ask you to find the order of the reaction. Okay, in 3 months they will ask with respect to oxygen what is the order of the reaction. Like that we can expect. Okay, so work out and see and copy it. Now we are going to see the difference between rate and the rate constant. It is 2 more question. Okay, it is already dated in your book. Mark it as a 2 more question. Difference between rate and rate constant. constant. Rate means what? Rate means what? Rate is nothing but the speed of the particular reaction. Rate is speed. Okay, how fast the reaction takes place. Rate constant means what? It is simply a proportionality constant. Okay, that is the rate is proportional to. It is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant, like that. Okay, so the rate constant, that is simply is a constant. It is nothing but proportionality constant. In order to remove the proportional sign, here we are using the constant. Okay, proportionality constant. Simply, okay, we can write constant. Rate constant. It is simply a constant value. Okay. Then the next one here. It is measured. It is measured by increasing concentration of product or decreasing concentration of the reactant. Okay. Using this Na2, we can measure the rate of the reaction. The rate constant. It is a constant value, I said, but when the concentration of the reactant or product is unit, that is, it is equal to 1. The concentration of A or concentration of B, whatever may be the reactant or product in the reaction, if the concentration is 1, then the whole term will become 1 into 1. The whole term will become 1. When you multiply the value by 1, you will get the same. Okay, so simply we can say the rate constant. Okay, at a particular time the rate constant will be equal to rate. When it will be equal to rate, and the concentration of the reactant or the concentration of the product which we are taking there. Okay, the concentration of the reactant is unity, that is 1. Then we will get R is equal to K. One more question. Then the last thing, 1 mark, we may expect this one. When the concentration of the reactants are unity, then rate of the reaction is equal to. Already in the questions they will give the rate constant value. So the rate of the reaction is equal to rate constant. Okay, suppose they will give you the rate value, they will ask you to find the rate constant by giving this value as unity, that is number 1. Okay, so like that you can expect. Okay, so R is equal to K. Okay, so how we can measure the K value? When the reactant concentrations are 1 is equal to rate. How we can find the rate value? Rate we can find increasing and decreasing the concentration of the reactant or product for the particular time. Okay, that is rate. Okay, the next one, third point here, depends on the initial concentration of the reactant. Okay, because in order to find this rate, we need the change in concentration, isn't it? The formula itself will get change in concentration. So we need the initial concentration. Then only for regular interval time we can find. Okay, so it depends on initial concentration. Depends on initial concentration. But here this is simply constant. It does not depend on initial concentration. That's all. Okay. Does not depend on initial concentration. This is one 2 mark question, children. So mark it as a 2 mark question. Next we are going to see the next topic here, molecularity. Okay, order we have discussed now. The next we are going to see molecularity. This molecularity, in order to understand this molecularity, first we must know the elementary steps. What is this elementary steps? In order to understand this molecularity, first we must know what is elementary reaction. Okay, elementary reaction is nothing but each and every reaction, each and every equation involves the reaction mechanism. Okay, so here in 11th standard also we have learned the mechanisms. Okay, the mechanism is 2 or 3 steps will come. First, in SN1 reaction, SN2 reaction and all. In SN2 reaction we can say, okay, first the carbocation will form step 1. In step 2 the nucleophile will go and attack. Okay, then we will see which reaction is a slow reaction. That is a rate determining step. Like that and all we have learned. Okay, so here also the number of equations, each and every reaction involves in the mechanism. Step 1, step 2, step 3. How many steps it will be? No problem. Okay, so all the steps, each and every equation involves in a mechanism is is called elementary reaction. Okay, then molecular is nothing but the number of reactant species present in the elementary step. In each and every step, we can calculate the molecularity. Okay, in first step, what is the molecularity? In second step, what is the molecularity? So molecularity is nothing but the number of reactant species present in the mechanism. Okay, in the elementary reaction, that is called molecularity. Now we are going to see this. Now we are going to understand this molecularity and elementary reaction with one example. Now the example, let us take here hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide, decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. What is the formula for hydrogen peroxide? H2O2. When it decomposes as H2O and O2. Okay, it will take place in the presence of iodide, I minus. Okay, so now in this reaction does not take place in one step, it takes place in two steps. Okay, so let me write the two steps now. In step 1, H2O2 reacts with this I minus and is converted into H2O. Okay, it is actually the states. Okay, it is in aqueous state, it is also in aqueous state. Here it is in liquid state, H2O liquid and OI minus. Okay, like this it will be separated. Okay, H2O2 will first it will decompose as H2O separately, and the remaining one oxygen and the iodide will react and produces OI minus. Okay, in the next step, this OI minus in step 2, this OI minus reacts with 1 more mole of H2O2 and it produces H2O plus H2O alone is present here, remaining one oxygen is there, here one oxygen. So O2 plus I minus. Already I said the catalyst, how it is coming in the reaction. In first step, how it is coming, in same way it will go out. Okay, without changing concentration or anything. Okay, it won't affect by its physical nature or anything. Okay, so it will, as it comes, it will go outside. So if you notice here, the I minus is going as usual. So when you write the overall reaction for this two reaction, we will get here one H2O, here one H2O. So 2 H2O, OI minus will be cancelled. Then I minus as the catalyst. Then H2O, here one H2O, here one H2O, 2 H2O. Then one oxygen. Okay, O2. So the overall reaction we are getting. So this overall reaction, how it takes place? By two steps. First step and second step. Here in this two step, which step is slowest step? Means the first step is the slow step. Okay, in SM1, SM2 mechanism also we have learned. Okay, which is the rate determining step? The step which goes very, very slow. Okay, so which measures the speed there? Which one is going very slow? Okay, based on that only the overall reaction speed we can say. Okay, so in this reaction, the first step is the rate determining step, the speed determining step, because it is the slowest step. Okay, so this is rate determining step, one more question. Then here, next we are going to see. Now just if they ask what is the molecularity here. Okay, here 1, 2. Okay, 2 number of reactant of each species present in the elementary steps. So this is one elementary step. Step 1 is one elementary step. Step 2 is one elementary step. In first elementary step, what is the molecularity? 2. In second elementary step, what is the molecularity? 2, because 2 reactants are present. Okay, like that they can ask one more question.